Hey everybody, Michael here from Get Fit Over 40, and I might include this with my Replica Airguns channel, so I'll do a shout out there for replicaairguns.com and getfitover40.com. This is a flying camera that will be used in who knows what videos, upcoming future videos. I'll for sure be using it for Get Fit Over 40, some of my blogging, some walk and talking, bike riding, skateboarding, UCing. It's got follow mode, it's got bike mode, it's got all kinds of modes for following you, tracking you, autonomous AI-driven modes. It is first and foremost, I would say, a flying selfie camera drone, AI drone, but you can do a lot more with it. You can actually use it like a regular drone using the sticks with the beacon and the controllers, which I'll show you in a second. This is just my initial thoughts. I've been playing around with it just for a little bit. I got it yesterday. I've only flown it a few times, just enough to get a basic idea. You know, some first-hand experience, because all I've really done up to this point before I got it was watch videos, which piqued my interest. I initially got into the crowdfunding when this came out about a year ago. There was a crowdfunding project that they did, and I bought into it. I bought the Pro version. I ended up actually backing out, which I could because I hadn't shipped anything yet, and I ended up getting the Neo. So this is the Neo. For me, this does a lot of the same things. It's a flying camera drone, selfie drone. It'll track you, it'll follow you, it'll do dolly track, it'll do all these things, you know, bird's eye and orbit and all the things that these drones do, all these cool shots, you know, zooming out, coming back, all of that kind of cool stuff. Plus, this one can actually be used as an FPV drone. So you can use it with the DJI goggles like this, right? These goggles here. And you can use it with either the motion controller here or a standard remote, which allows you to fly it like a traditional drone or even an FPV drone for that matter, which is not something you can do with all drones. Basically, you're looking in the goggles and you're flying it like you're actually in the cockpit. It's very cool. The thing with the Neo is the video quality is okay, but it's not amazing. It's basically 4K 30 frames per second is the best it can do, but then it crops in a bit to stabilize, so you lose a little bit of resolution. Unless you're using manual controllers, you won't be able to adjust settings too easily. It just uses automatic settings, which sometimes works okay, but sometimes you want to go in there and manually adjust settings. You get better picture quality, less sharpness, less contrast. Sometimes you're just going to get a better end video. This one's okay. It's really cool. You know, as a do-it-all drone, I think it still kind of is one of the better drones because you can fly FPV, you can take it up, fly it kind of like a regular drone, and you can also use the autonomous AI stuff. And it basically becomes like a flying cameraman that just does whatever you want it to do in terms of tracking you. It could be essentially as simple as just being like a tripod that rotates and follows you while you walk around, or it can follow you while you walk around or stay in front of you. All those cool things. But this isn't about the Neo. This is about the HoverAir X1 ProMax. And this is her right here, or him, whatever you want to call it. And I did have the HoverAir X1, which is before this one came out, slightly smaller version. I have made video reviews on there. If you want to see a comparison side by side, there's lots of videos you can check out online. Personally, I don't have it still. I actually sold it quite a while ago when I got my Neo, so I can't show you side by side. But the HoverAir X1 is definitely smaller and lighter, but the quality of the video is only 2.7K, so not even 4K, 30 frame. This one will do 8K 30 frames per second, which is insane. I personally am going to be flying it in 4K 60 frames per second because there's a lot you can do with that in terms of nice smooth video that doesn't stutter because it's 60 frame. You can do 120 frame slow-mo in 4K as well, which is ridiculous. I haven't played around with that at all yet, but I hope to in the future. It's sort of its own specific slow-mo mode. But this does all the AI stuff. It does all the tracking. It does all it does, you know, you name it. It does a dolly track from up front, from the side. It'll do, you know, the orbits. It'll do the zoom outs. It'll do a number of things. But it also does pretty much flies like a regular drone. So you can hook up what's called the beacon. And before I get into that, because that's another whole topic, I just want to explain what I got and why I got it. I wasn't going to get this at all. You know, after I bought the Neo, I thought that's fine. I'll get that. And then I was on Marketplace. And all of a sudden I see this one on Marketplace for pretty cheap, about half the price of what I would have paid for this if I bought it through the crowdfunding, which would have been, this whole package I have here would have been about $2,000 Canadian. I got it all for $1,100, and it even came with a brand new Hover ProMax because I guess their original one broke and they got a new one sent out, and before they even used the new one, they decided to sell the whole kit. And so I bought the whole kit off of them. And that whole kit came with a brand new HoverAir X1 ProMax. So this is the high-end one. It's the ProMax, not the Pro. It does 8K video. It's got the 1/1/3 sensor, which is another reason why it's better than the Neo. Came with this, all packaged box. I also got it with the fast charger, 65-watt charger, and the 2 extra batteries. So I actually have a total of 3 batteries with this kit. I got it with this case, which is really cool. So what this case does is it allows you to, let's just fold the drone up. It allows you to pop the drone in. There's a little clip here. There's a little magnetic thing you put in the USB port, which then basically goes over here. So when you close it, it'll charge it and tell you what your percentage is. Okay. And this holds enough for about 2 to 3 charges. So you could literally take this, put it in here. The cool thing is too, is you don't have to even turn off your drone. It puts it in sleep mode. So it's ready to go. So as soon as you pull it out, you don't have to restart it, even though it only takes about 10 seconds to get it up and going. But in sleep mode, it's instantly ready to go. So it just allows you to keep it topped up in the charger. And this whole case uses basically a thermal battery, so you can use it skiing. This whole case will stay warm and keep the drone warm and the batteries warm while they're charging. So if you got it in a backpack while you're skiing, or who knows, quadding in the winter, this will keep everything nice and warm. It's got these little tabs here so that you can put a strap on it if you want to and carry it around, just like a tote bag. It's kind of a leather look. It's really nice, metal clamps. So that came with it. This whole thing here, I think, is about $200 or $300. I'm not sure, probably close to $300 for that. And then it also came with the beacon. And not only just the beacon, so the beacon comes in this case, came with these little clamps and things. So what these clamps do is they allow me to magnetically clip the beacon in, actually wrong side. So magnetically clip the beacon in. Now this one becomes like a lapel mic or whatever I want to clamp it on, because this actually has a microphone in it as well. And you'll see that in the video. I was using the microphone on this for essentially almost all of my recordings. So that's cool. You got this clip. Then you have this other one if you want to put it on like a GoPro type style clip. So you can put it on like a GoPro thing on your handlebar or something like that on your bike or who knows what. So it's got those guys. It's got all these little guys that'll fit in. So this thing, it's modular. So what's really cool is you just plug it in here. And when you do that, this becomes a motion controller. So it kind of turns into the Neo equivalent of this. So using your hand and stuff, I can use a combination of the little joystick, which isn't on here at the moment. The joysticks basically just pop in. Okay. And then I've got a joystick. This one makes me go up and down and turn left and right. And then this one here makes me go forward, backwards, and yaw. So really cool. And that's just with those guys on. Now, if I want to get even more crazy, I put this one on, put the stick in here. Okay. Go like this. And now I can use the screen on here if I want to. Right? So it's got its own screen. It's a touch screen. This is the screen, and I can actually watch what I'm doing with this little screen and not even use a phone. Or I can put my phone in here and then using the provided cables, plug in the phone hardwired, and then I get a screen. And you'll see in some of the videos I show you what I'm talking about when I'm using these controllers and how I'm controlling it using these controllers. And it's really cool because this also has GPS in it. This pairs with it. It actually makes the signal better. So you get a little stronger signal. It still uses Wi-Fi, but if I'm just using my phone, I'll get up to about 300 meters or so, maybe 500 in absolute perfect conditions. But with this guy, I can go up to 1 kilometer, and that's again in perfect conditions. Probably aren't going to get that too often, but you can go pretty high and pretty far within reason. And if for some reason it disconnects, it's got return to home because everything's got GPS in it, including the drone itself. And you can actually return to home all by itself in case you lose signal. So very cool having this. And again, this whole setup here with the case and all these modules and everything, probably close to $300 or so, maybe even more. I'm not sure if that's US even. But when I priced it out, the whole kit that this would, if I wanted to buy it from HoverAir right now, this whole kit everything I'm showing you here would be about $2,000 Canadian. So I did pretty good. I got it for $1,100 and I didn't have to worry about shipping or anything. I picked it up the same day that I basically offered the price and I got it. So Really, really cool. Now, what I'm going to do now is I'm going to take you to, if I might have included a few videos while I'm talking about certain things, but if not, then I've got a bunch of videos. I haven't done every mode because I just haven't had a chance to do every mode, but I've got some videos here to show you of what it can do in terms of some of the AI stuff, the tracking, the following, the different flight paths it can take and track you at the same time. I've got some manual flying using the controllers in different forms, right? Using the motion one, using the sticks, flying around in my property. I've got one where I'm walking the dogs there. So I'm going to be doing a lot more with it down the road. I don't know if I'm going to make a really detailed video on this or with some more footage just to show you, but you will obviously be seeing a lot of footage from this guy in my videos. That's why I bought it, is to use it in my videos, because it's absolutely amazing as basically a flying cameraman. And just when you're doing everything by yourself and you don't have the budget to hire a camera guy, who does, right? You can have this guy be your camera guy and get all these really cool shots that you wouldn't be able to do on your own. The other thing I want to do, because it's got such a good camera, it's good in low light, it's good indoors, it's good outdoors, it's high resolution. Basically, the stabilization is really good. It's got a 2-axis gimbal, so it keeps everything pretty level and stabilized without having to crop in using the software. So it does a great job. And one of my plans is that I do want to start potentially going in and doing interior video work, where I'm either using one of my drones that I have, my FPV drones, or this guy, basically the HoverAir X1 ProMax, and use it for doing interior filming for businesses, for real estate, that kind of stuff. And you go in, you shoot the house, you get all these really cool videos where you're flying through the house, really smooth, getting all sorts of nice smooth camera angles and really showing off the house nicely in high resolution, right? That's the whole point. Make it look as good as possible. Nice wide angle camera, all of those things, smooth tracking, smooth video. That's the goal. And so if I can get good at using this thing, that's what I'm going to try and do and make a few bucks. Just, will I have fun flying drones? So that's the idea, is maybe I can pay this thing off potentially by doing a couple paid jobs. I'll have this guy paid off, and then I can, just keep getting paid and keep having fun. All right, enjoy the videos now. I'll be putting them on next. Whatever I got and basically downloaded, you're going to get to watch. All right, thanks again, though, for watching another GetFitOver40.com video or ReplicaAirguns.com video, whatever you happen to be watching this on. Don't forget to check me out on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram for both of those channels, by the way. All right, so enjoy the videos. Come on, this way. Alrighty, taking the dogs for a little walk here. See how this guy does. Kind of bright out, sunny day, a little bit of clouds, some tree coverage though, so it's a little more shady right here where we're at. Still, I think the colors should look good because it's pretty bright out. I always get better popping colors when the sun's out, obviously. I think just look nicer for cameras and for our eyes. Yeah, so we're gonna just stop it and try a different height. All right, let's see how this works with the beacon and if I get much wind noise. All right, here we go. We're going to be using the beacon on the skateboard here. Let's see how this goes. Drone coming. Good. All right, I think that worked. All right, so we're in cycling mode here on the street here. See how fast this thing can go. Okay, so this is a little further out and it's mid, so it's not so high. Let's see if we can, how this does. It did okay. It just was really moving a lot and got a little too close at times. This might be a little better. You do need a little bit of room because it does swing side to side a little bit. And, you know, that's not always good. Okay, truck up here. And it's muddy. Yuck. I don't want to get mud on my pants. I'm kind of white. Give it a turn here. See how it says. Whoa, that got close. Whoop. See if it catches me. Now it's in the back, but that's okay. Sidetrack, close. So see if it stays with me. Make sure that there's no trees to the right. Well, there are, but they're a little ways out. So this is for more open spaces where you don't want to get. And we'll see if it makes this corner. Still on my side. Yeah. Come on, you can catch. You can catch. Well, you're going to probably swing around and get behind me, aren't you? Yeah. All right, so we are doing a 4-meter orbit, and just going to go around using the beacon here to record audio. And it's not super far away, it's just a flat, so it's flat about level with my face pretty much. You can go low, you can go high. It's going to come back. That was just 360 degrees. All right, so this is 6 meters high. I think that might be the maximum distance. I thought it could go out further than that. I'll have to double check, but that's what just using the quick stuff on the screen. And if I change my spot, it's going to continue to follow me. It's just going to orbit the same way, the same circle, but it's just going to keep an eye on me if I move around. So it's kind of cool. All right, there she goes. So we're doing a bird eye, 15 meters with a slight twist, a slow turn. Those are the settings I used. I'm using the beacon. Hopefully it's recording audio fairly well. Yeah, this 15 meters is a good height. That's a nice height. A little bit higher than the Neo. I think the Neo doesn't quite go that high, if I'm not mistaken. It's going to come down. I think I did a continuous. You have the choice of either splitting the video into a up and then a down, separate videos, or continuous. Pretty sure I did continuous. It's coming down, making a bit of noise. It's getting down. All right, we're doing dolly track. It's I think it's set for close and middle height, that is. And as long as I don't do anything too crazy, it should stay in front of me. With dolly track, you can't make too crazy turns, or it'll start tracking you from the side. You see, it's sort of trying to figure out where I want to go, so it sort of goes to the side there, but then it kind of tries to swing out in front. Eventually, it should get right back in front here. This isn't going to be ideal necessarily for doing like really quick turns. Although what I'm going to do is I'm going to try in this corner here. I'm going to step in a big puddle, but I'm going to try and just essentially do a quick turn, see if it gets out in front of me. It's doing a pretty good job, actually. You know, if you're going faster and you do a quick turn like that, you could lose it. It could swing out and not quite track you. I got to watch for puddles here. Good thing I got my waterproof shoes on. Oh, geez. Okay. It's a bit ooky. I don't want to get my pants dirty. Hey, probably going to get them dirty. All right, so that's dolly track from front. I'm going to see if I can do the side track here. So if I wait about 3 seconds, it'll come back. 1, 2, 3, and yeah, it's coming back. All right, so we're recording. I've got the beacon here with the remote. This is the motion controller setup because I got the remote on it. And we're gonna just fly it around here using this, so I can go up and down and turn. It's not very fast. Maybe I can make things go faster, but it should work for what I'm trying to do here. I didn't want to hit any branches I couldn't really see. I'm sure this would be really cool. Just getting used to it. It's kind of neat, but I don't have it down yet. Just how to. I'm sure like once you kind of get used to it, you could learn how to fly it and be really good at it. But it's kind of like FPV, but with a really tiny screen. It's pretty cool though. If I get really close to the ground, it'll look like I'm going real fast. That's as far as it'll let you go. Yeah, that's pretty good actually. Okay, so I've got my dual controllers going on. You can see here, this allows me to use my phone as my screen, and I can use the sticks like I would normally. So we're just gonna fly it around. It goes pretty good. I do have it in a faster mode. It's like jacked up for speed. It really goes. Wow. I don't know how far away I can go. We're just gonna go. So we're going to turn. Let's fly that way. Let's do like a, but we'll watch the tree here. I'm just using this from the screen. I'm not even watching it. Just trying to do like a, as if I was doing some droney stuff. It's working pretty good though, I have to say. Okay, we're gonna go up a bit. Get some altitude. I don't know how high I am. 31 meters. We are, I believe, 57 meters up and 51 meters away. Let's not sure where I'm going to go here. I'm going to put it to the back of the field. Uh-oh. Oh, we got our screen back. So we kind of lost our screen for a sec there. I'm going to just do a return to home. I want to see if this works. So let's try it. Okay, I'm doing return to home.
Returning to the home point.
Let's see what happens.
Please ensure safe flight.
It's coming. Where is it? Oh, there she is. She's way up there, eh? Wow. Okay. Yeah, she's up there. She's coming down. That's pretty cool. So if I lost signal, it would do return to home, and it would automatically do exactly what it just did, but I wouldn't have to tell it to do it because it lost signal for, I guess, a certain period of time. It couldn't connect to the beacon, and it would come back. So here it is. Okay, I just want to fly around, see what I can do with this thing.
The current location is now the home point.
I mean, with line of sight, it's really easy to fly. With the screen, the latency isn't too bad. So I'm just gonna do some, what I want to do is go through this narrow spot here. I just want to see if I can, there's no water, so if I crash, it's not a big deal. But I want to just do some navigating. I can't see the drone, I'm just using the camera, which is my phone. It works good, I gotta say. This works really good. Uh-oh. I got a little bit weird there. A little bit of breakup. I am going behind my sea can and stuff, so I imagine that it's going to break up a little bit here. I'm just trying it out. Okay, I lost it. Let's see, we're back. I'm going to get up and over the sea can because there's a bunch of trees and the sea can in the way. So it works pretty good though. I gotta say, it works really good, especially if you have mostly line of sight.